Watching TV at night is something that many of us like to do, mostly to relax and unwind from a stressful day at work, or simply because we enjoy it. The following has been shared by user Gage the Sun, and he states that he was simply watching a show in his living room when he heard weird noises stemming from his bedroom. A bit weirded out, he grabbed his phone and recorded towards the bedroom door, and he couldn't believe what he saw. A pair of glowing eyes is looking right at him. This was something that Gage had never experienced before, so he turned to Reddit for help. If that wasn't creepy enough, the eyes disappear into thin air after a few moments. So what was going on here? Was it maybe an animal? He hasn't mentioned that he was owning one. So if it wasn't an animal, was it a paranormal incident perhaps?
When these two people were arriving at home, another roommate that was supposed to be home was suddenly gone.
Doesn't this look like somebody standing there? Then there's that thing in the closet. If it isn't a skit, this is pretty terrifying. What could they capture there? Looks like a woman. The next is a CCTV recording that has been shared by Ruth VN. Apparently it features a female that has been captured in home surveillance one night. Ruth is stating she's human, but what if there are more people like her living in the wilderness? Ninja Pero. So, can we be sure about that? Let's take a look. What appears to be a woman is crawling through the owner's property and then disappearing out of sight. This begs the question, where did she come from? The terrifying thought of somebody just speeding through your backyard like that. Especially if you check the tapes the day after. Was it maybe an ill person? Or was she living in the wilderness indeed, like many other viewers have suggested? Guess this one will stay a mystery. Next, we look at another CCTV recording that was captured by David LaCroix. He sent me a message on Facebook and told me that a ghost, apparently, had been caught in an adult store. It is unfortunately unknown if it was himself or friends that had recorded it at the time. Yet, all of them seem to see it on the CCTV recording when watching it together a bit later. Let's see.
Hold on, I have to go all the way to the beginning.
Hey, you're... At least I'll get the beginning.
Like it jumps. How come their activity is space? Do you see this?
How it's that space, huh?
There's your...
There it goes.
Right there.
There it goes. But we saw it slowly
Yes.
move to the silicone.
So it
remember?
went over here, it went over there, and then it went this way.
Yeah.
But on here,
Moth or bug or something.
But it's huge though. Take the flash off. Yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, it's a blur.
There, it's moving.
It's moving that way. And it's black. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I saw that!
It flew to the corner.
And Jack over the corner. Oh
What
my
the-
god! Dude! I have it on tape.
So, what's going on here? It's a pretty small object that appears on camera and is almost semi-transparent. It could be a bug, like one of the ladies has pointed out. But how did they notice it in the store then, at the time? Maybe a light anomaly? Hard to say. The next case we want to take a look at is the one of Josiah Worley, and he lives in a room which undoubtedly appears to be haunted. I'm not one to judge, but it is apparent that Josiah is consuming quite a bit of alcohol. This is important because, as some of his viewers pointed out in the past, it might be demonic activity that is related to his drinking. But these are just theories. Let's see what Josiah is experiencing almost on a daily basis. And the first clip we want to take a look at is one where the power shuts off and we can hear a female in the background, although he was alone at the time. Interesting.
As I was getting ready to leave, my phone almost died. Shh, what happened to the light? Got the chills.
Did you hear it?
I'm gonna take a shot. What happened to the light?
Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Do you see that? Oh, okay. Can you not do that, please? Yeah, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna take another shot.
His viewers pointed out in this particular video that they are very sorry for his loss. Apparently his mother had passed away. So, some came up with the idea that it also could be her spirit trying to contact him. Could this be possible? A lot of activity seems always to be centered around his drinking table.
I'm gonna take another shot.
And of course, with a case like that, people are also skeptical of him, possibly pulling strings to create the impression of a haunting. But he denies these claims.
Here are my hands. Did you see that? Did you see that? Here are my feet, not moving. Here are my hands and my feet. Blood. Here's my face. Why'd you do that? Can you do it again? You forgot you didn't. Did you? There's so many things flying across my screen. I feel like it's dust. It's gotta be dust. I'm gonna take a shot. Mom? No. No. No way.
I find it is really interesting that he gets a reaction the moment he asks for his mom and when alcohol is brought up. A coincidence, you might say. Maybe so.
I was laying in bed watching some. This turned off. Then I went to go grab a drink, and for some. Are you joking? Can you please Stop. Do you see? This is starting to get more sketched out. Actually, to be honest with you, like I'm starting to get more scared. Like, as we go along.
Concerned about his safety, Josiah asked the entity, which seemingly is living with him at his place, if he would be safe, and if there is no physical threat for him or any visitor that steps foot into his apartment, and apparently the apparition answered positively. So at this point, he slowly gets used to living with this being. But what would you do? Do you think he should seek for professional help, perhaps?
Okay, you guys ever try to take a nap, but then hear your name getting called? And then literally hear a can getting knocked over? No? That's just me? Well, this guy... Okay, I got one question for you. One question only. Am I safe? If I am, then please knock over the cups. Oh, you saw that. You saw that. That happened. That definitely happened, didn't it? Didn't it there, bud? Yeah, it did. Does that mean I'm safe or what? There's nobody under the table. I don't know how I'd hide anybody under the table anyways.
In conclusion, this seems to be a haunting, based around Josiah himself. If it is legit, his personal choices might be an active part of the puzzle here. Let's monitor this case and see what happens in the future.
While this girl and her cousin were staying home alone, some strange poltergeist activity started to occur in the old house. Was it a ghost?
Y ella ya tiene miedo.
Bro, basta.
Decí qué pasó, bro. Se cortó. Bueno, digo yo. Y ahora, bueno, ahora tiene miedo la nena. Yo ya estoy acostumbrado y quiero grabar. Ay.
Maybe it was just wind at that point, right? But it gets a little bit crazier.
Ay, estoy temblando. ¿Viste? ¿Viste?
No, basta.
Se movió la
Basta, te dije que basta. Basta, bro, en serio, no me gusta.
Ay, qué...
Papá, que fue Maki.
¿Cómo que fue Maki, la concha de tu madre? Se movió eso.
They both are clearly startled at this point, but they don't really know what to do.
Llamala. ¡Maki!
No, amor, no grité, están durmiendo.
¡Maki!
No grité. Anda a buscarla.
How would you handle this situation? Well, I don't think any help was coming, but there clearly seem to be some paranormal forces going on.
¡Ay, boludo, mande!